On board with Tony.
He's looking up there at Gilliland right there at 38. Gonna take a look at Ambrose, and he's got a really good run.
Oh, right in front of him, too.
Contact.
That was big. I don't think Marcus thought he was there. That was a good move by Gilliland, though, man. I'm going to tell you. That was a power move. And he's got the line right here. I'm going to tell you that 19 car is lurking right there behind him, too. Elliot Sadler. I just don't think about Elliot being a road course racer, and here he is running 6th.
I mean, Gilliland just set him up perfect.
Yeah, he had position way back there, Gilliland in. And I swear, I just don't believe that the 21 car thought he was up beside him that far.
Both these guys are in trouble right now. The way Tony Stewart looks like he's running.
He's going to make a move on the 21 right here.
Stewart for the position. Oh! Again, that 21 car, his first Sprint Cup Series race.
I don't know what happened to Ambrose all of a sudden, but he's losing a lot of spots right now. I think he maybe needs to just get his rhythm back a little bit. I think he's getting bounced around and rattled right now.
And this is where inexperience in these cars. How hard do I drive? What do I do? Do I just fall in line? We've seen him be able to, late in a run, continue to pass cars. So maybe he can give up a position here or a position there. You know, obviously he didn't want to give up the second position because he wanted to be in place to win. But at this point in time, you know, if a couple of cars get away from you, he still can run them back down.
Yeah, I think he just needs to settle back and get his rhythm back. But then again, everybody's starting to move a little bit harder too this time of the race.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You know, it's not everybody's stopped being nice.
It is hard to believe. It is hard to believe how good these drivers are. How when it's late in a race and it's time to go, they reach down and they get a little bit more. And if you're not used to running with them, you think, my God, I got these guys covered.
Yeah,
I'm with them.
Earlier in the race, you do.
Yeah, I got these guys covered. And all of a sudden, they dig a little bit deeper, and that's what makes them great Cup drivers. You got Tony, you got Kyle Busch up front. You got these guys that are used to doing this. Gilliland's doing a great job.
Strong run for Elliot Sadler in that Stanley Dodge, Marty.
And he might take objection to Kyle not saying he's a road course racer and not being known for a road course racer. He's had 3 top 10s in his last 4 Infineon races. You see on the right-hand side of the screen there, actually the left box on the right side of that, an orange piece of tape. What's written on that orange piece of tape for Elliot Sadler is look ahead. He's reminding himself every corner that the corner you're in right now sets up the next corner. Look further ahead than your hood is what he told me right before the race. It's obviously proven very well for him today. Currently in 6th, trying to go forward and get around that 21 car.
You see him working down through the S's right now. He's coming into turn 10, the right-hander. Going to probably take a look in his mirror real quick to make sure nobody's going to try to outbrake him. Yeah, he's doing a good job. He's got a good car.
He's going to use the nose of that car in a second, isn't he?
Well, and he's in a situation right now where we're trying to get by the 21, and Harvick's right there trying to get around him, so he can't sit there and follow somebody for very long.
Yeah, and Harvick's trying to keep fellows off of him, so you've got guys here who are wanting to go, and you don't know how much he's holding them up at this point in time.
See how it plays out here. Still a long way to go in Sonoma, but plenty of excitement on the road to victory lane. Heartbreak for Marcus Ambrose and the Wood brothers. He has spun on the racetrack and come to pit road as we stay under green here in Sonoma.
Take a look here. You see Elliot Sadler trying to outbrake him, and he just locked up his brakes and went straight into Marcus Ambrose. You can see the front tires were locked up on the 19 car. Once that happens, you can't turn it.
And you look at the 19 car, he loses the position, so he doesn't gain anything either. You know, he gets in there. He did not mean to get in there.
No, he tried staying off the 21. He was on the brakes hard.
Yeah, and then you see the 29 turns right under him, so it's not like he spun him and gained anything. He lost everything on this.
On board with Elliot Sadler.
Yeah, once he locked it up, he just tried standing on the brakes harder, but
come on with it. Inside, right side.
Couldn't get it slowed down to stay off the 21.
Marcus was running 5th, is now scored 34th, Ralph.
Well, he's draining a whole bunch of fluid from underneath the car, and they have ended the day for Marcus Ambrose. His race is over. What was looking to be a great debut finish for this first-timer has now come to an end.
Still a great debut. I mean, he did a really good job today, and he ran with these guys, so nothing to hang your head about that.
That's right. He impressed a lot of people. The fans out there should be incredibly impressed.
But what's he going to remember?
He's going to remember. He, as a driver, is going to remember the end of the race and where he finished. You know, he really will. I mean, yeah, you'll look back and you'll think, my God, I raced with these guys. I raced for the lead. I raced up front. And that's what the fans should remember. When after a couple of days, hopefully he'll remember that he raced with these guys. But right now he's remembering he's being pushed to the garage area.
And here's one for you. The 21 car has 90 career wins. The last win was by Elliot Sadler in that 21 car at Bristol back in March of 2001.
I guess Elliot wanted to keep that record.
Oh, the irony.
Only you would say
It always is that way,
Only
isn't it?
you would
It
come
always
up
is
with
like
that. Well, Marty's got something we're going to want to hear. Snides?
Yeah, I've caught up with Marcus Ambrose. Not the time we expected to be talking to him, Bill. We expected to be doing that after the race in the top 5 corral. What happened in the contact with Elliot Sadler?
We actually broke a gear.
You broke a gear?
Yeah, when Elliot got in the back of me, I was just down changing to first gear, and the shock I just heard it go crunch, 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 and that's unfortunate. Then it put a hole in the gearbox casing, and we were blowing oil out. I just didn't want to haul the track down, so I just came in and parked it. It's a shame it's a sad end to a great day. I just feel like we had a great run going, and I feel proud of the Wood brothers for giving me a great piece, little Debbie and the whole McKee family for giving me the chance to go cup racing. I had a great time out there. I had a blast.
Also have to ask you about the contact with Juan Pablo Montoya.
Yeah, that was just really unfortunate. You know, I was passing McMurray on the inside. He squeezed me right down on the dirty line there, and I was stopping as much as I could. And I don't know whether Montoya spotted, didn't call it, but you know, he just came across my nose. I just couldn't stop. I was trying to get out of his way, but that's what happens on restart sometimes. It gets a bit messy.
Marcus Ambrose with the story of this race, Bill, but his day ends early.
Yeah. Thanks, Marty. Appreciate you getting that. Hope the Wood brothers flying back home think about how well they did, not how disappointed they are at the end. Kyle Busch is the race leader. 17 to go in Sonoma.